All right. Shalom, shalom, and shalom, Sister Deborah. Early morning. You see, I'm up live early morning. Um, got all kind of reason why I'm up, but that's okay. Sister Deborah is here. Had to get me a cup of coffee this morning. Had to get up early this morning. I want to first come to you out of Matthew chapter 10, verse 21 and 22. Okay? Chapter 10, verse 21 and 22. I'm up this early morning to bring this message, and I'm bringing it live. Do I know 99% of people probably sleep around about now, which is still okay. This is really something that I'm putting out so that it can be heard. Um, there are so many things that's going on with us as humans among the four walls in which we reside. And among these four walls is the greatest lie being told. Mm, 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 mm. The greatest lie being told right under the roof in which we reside. We make this day as if it is a wonderful, beautiful, awesome day. I got this purple pitch here. Let me picture. And the reality is the truth. The truth in which the Most High has already spoken. So it don't matter how we portray that we are actually living a certain way, which we are not. And if we are, Sister Deborah come to tell you the truth of the whole matter. We tend to make that which is the four walls in which we reside a zone that is so perfect, that is so good, that is so great, when even the Father wanted us to know that it is, that it was, and it will, and it's going to be a danger zone, While we today try to make it a peace zone, we try to paint the picture pretty. We try to make it to be a lie, the reality of truth. So that's why I felt the need to make that video yesterday, because being a living prophet and not a dead one, I sit back and I watch and I behold how people really has captured a life that is a lie. And it's okay for it to be a lie. Because if you have a household that is not experiencing the truth, and the truth is the whole matter of truth, which people who are born of the flesh is not going to announce, it's not going to own, it's not going to omit to, it's not going to tell the truth, because it feels that it lives among peace. It lives among the things opposite of what we were warned about in this day and time. I made a video saying I wouldn't want want to endure truth. Guess what? The Father didn't set it up for them too. That's why they can have a zone and think and feel their zone, their four walls, their place in which they reside is strictly peace. They really think that. They not only do they think it, this is what they feel. You can't change the way they feel because it's already in them. I want to say to you all, I am a servant of the Most High Yah, a student of the Ruach HaKodesh. That's why I know he truly is the teacher, because he lives in me. I am purposed to be a prophetess in the wilderness, where I'm taught by the Spirit of the Most High Yah. And there I am, and there I shall be, and there I shall live, and there I shall die. I've walked a long ways, and I've seen no way darker than the way of the world today. Mm, 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 mm. Mm, 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 mm. I'm grateful that the Father has someone that's willing to put it all out on the line and tell the truth. No matter how pitch black darkness is, I'm willing to serve the Most High Yah in what he has purposed me for, to bring the light out of the mist of darkness. If you could only have the full understanding in that, which 99.9 won't. I'm grateful that the Father has given me 65 years come October. 65 years. I am grateful that he has given me the ability to be able to pour out spirit and truth with the light in my right hand. I'm grateful that I got an opportunity to speak on his behalf, to represent him. Even if I might not have another opportunity, I want to tell you right now, I am grateful for the opportunity he has given me. And the part that I would want one to endure, the Father said they wouldn't endure it no way, because they're not made from the material of his right hand to endure. So they wouldn't endure anything anyway. Let's go to Matthew chapter 10, verse 21 and 22. In Matthew chapter 10, verse 21 and 22, it reads in 21, and the brother shall deliver up the brother to death. Mm-hmm. The brother shall deliver up the brother to death. The father and the father, the children. So the father is going to be likewise delivering the children up to death. And the children shall rise up against their parents and cause them to be put to death. Verse 22, and ye shall be hated of all men for my name's sake, but endure to the end shall be saved. I'm looking at that word endure. It goes along with the message yesterday. I wouldn't want nobody to endure truth. But here it's saying, but he that endure to the end shall be saved. And you think ain't nothing happening. You really believe ain't nothing going on. In the first place, I notice the Father making sure it take place is among your four walls, called home. See the lie? So if people are in a home portraying as if home is so right, so good, so together, ain't nothing happening, it will be because everyone in that home belongs to darkness. Belongs to darkness. And guess what? They too would take one another out. Okay. But here, he's sending a message. Let's go up to verse 20. We in Matthew chapter 10 and verse 20. For it is not yet ye that speak, but the Spirit of your Father which speaketh in you. It is the Spirit of your Father, Yah, the Father Yah, which speaketh in you. And verse 22. The brother shall deliver the brother to death, as like unto Cain and Abel. No reason at all. So the Father is telling you by the Spirit, he speaketh this unto thee. So you think he's speaking it to those who don't have his Spirit? That's why they can't discern what is among their four walls, because they all alike. They're all the same. They all are alike in their spirit, because they can make this a lie quickly, because all they have to say, this is not going on in my household, so I know this can't be true. I know this is not happening in this day. This can't be happening because this ain't going on in my household. I speak this here 100%. Stand before it, on the side of it, and in the back. I stand as a prophetess in the wilderness that have no reason and gain nothing to tell the truth, that this is true. Now it says that in 21, and the brother shall deliver the brother to what? Death. The father delivered the children to what? Death. And the children shall rise up against their parents and cause them to be put to death. Seems like a lot of death going on here, Father, but you would never know in this day and time. No one speaks of it, talk about it, give warning, speak on it, teach on it, what is actually taking place, because people are liars. Even those who don't teach and don't preach, don't minister, they are liars to their own self. They couldn't grip this even if they tried. It reminds me of people are more dark than they think they are. You have more serpent seeds than anything. I heard a man teach that last night. Said the wicked outweigh the righteous. And they do. They do. And all the examples, it's already put in their study guide to give them some sort of upper head that, hey, this is how it really is. But you think people, instead of turning right, they turn left. To ignore the truth that's rest right in right. And that's like in Matthew's chapter 20 and chapter 22, 1 and 20, Matthew chapter 10, verse 20, 21, and 22. And 22 says, and ye shall be hated of all men for my name's sake. You know why? For his name's sake mean he's in you. And just that spirit being in you, you shall be hated. So this is why the brother is delivering the brother, like to Cain and Abel. No reason at all, but because Cain was the spiritual seed, the serpent seed brought him to death. And the children shall rise up against their parents and cause them to what? Be put to death. Why are the children? Notice the children, a lot of people don't even understand. They are in plot already to take you out. Something happened to you, it would be like you never lived. Oh, they have some memory. But I think a lot of people really don't turn right, because that right is where truth sets you free. And that goes back to what I was saying yesterday. To know truth, Father, I wouldn't even want them to endure it. And the Father says unto me to this morning, it wouldn't take anything for them to endure what they sit amongst is what they have in them. So they're not going to take even what this here says in Matthew's. And we're going to go to Mark chapter 13 and verse 12. But here in Matthew chapter 10, even verse 20 said, for it is not ye that speak this, Deborah, but the Spirit of the Father that speaketh in you. So he wants me to understand that you might think that you on this devil platform talking to these people, baby. You're not on this devil platform only talking to these people. I am on the devil platform warning these people. He wants you to know the household where the children you birth, the father that you have, is what's going to go up against you. That's what's happening in these households. And we trying to figure out why they're killing each other, why they're doing this, and why everybody. This is why. It was already told to us thousands of years, but we turned left instead of turning right. And where are we at today? Still left. We don't give a rest behind what it says right. We still stuck on left because that's where we want to be, to believe the lie. And that is, ain't nothing going on in my household. If Sister Deborah told you that it's going on in mine, and I accept and I salute the fact that the Father said, we all going to be tried by the fire. And the ones that he's saying tried by is not those that is of the serpent seed. So you might not even be tried. For what? And what reason would he need to try you? You already marked to go where you going for eternal. He's talking about those that are of the light and those that pretend to be of the light. You're going to be tried so you'll know really on this earth where you stand for eternal. So it was already meant for us to really know where we stand. But as he says, he's going to try you by the fire so you can see really who you are. A lot of people won't take on where they're at nor where they're going. You see, where they're at and where they're going. They don't want to take on that. They want the lie to reside. They want to live and die with the lie. Oh, but ain't nobody worried about eternal. That's the key. Nobody worried about eternal. And you don't have to. You don't have to. Because if you ain't worried about how you living today, it's no need in you worried about how you going to live eternal. Okay? So when I get to Mark chapter 13, in Mark chapter 13, Mark chapter 13 and verse 12. Now the brother shall betray the brother to death. And the father, the son. The children shall rise up against the parents and shall cause them to be put to death. People, I want you to understand this. When it says parents with an S, understand 80% don't have a father active in a household. You see? This is why they drop in mothers like crazy, because that's the only parent that these things can really be applied to. Oh, that's deep. Deborah, that's deep. Yes, it is. It's scary somewhat, but it's beyond deep, dark, and heavy. Because women don't understand that you're the only one left for all of these things Matthew, Luke, John, and Mark is saying that's going to come up on the household. You're the only thing left. So it got to be you, mother. It got to be you, grandmother. It got to be the young mothers, the elderly mothers. Because there's nothing in the household left for these adult children to apply this type of wicked that has been prophesied that shall come to pass. That's deep. What would cause this sort of darkness, brother against brother, father against son, children rising up against the parents to put them to death? Where could that actually take place? It ain't saying your workplace. It ain't saying your neighbors that you can't get along with. It ain't saying your community where all the crime is at. It's not saying your place you go to work out at. It's not saying your place of worship. It's saying your four walls in which you live. I told y'all, the door is going to be kicked down. The door is going to be kicked down. I want to go to Luke chapter 14, and I'm going to have to get out. But I want to say this here unto thee. People who actually believe, no, they can actually believe whatever it makes them feel good to believe. Let me say that. So that's fine too. But the prophecy is so heavy to the point, I, Sister Deborah, a prophetess in the wilderness, will say to the Father, well, why ain't nobody, he don't need nobody to say anything, because those that are of the darkness, they ain't gonna say nothing. Because they are the ones that has the same heart as those who's going to do the things that they're going to do in the family. He didn't give us the warning outside of nowhere but our household. The children, women that you bear and you birth. That you raise, that you take care of. He said that's going to be only where your enemy going to really be. That's where the murdering of a brother against brother, father against his son, children killing their parents. All of these prophecies, and 99.9 has walked left to not teach it, preach it, or give warning. They walk in the direction of left because they don't want to hear what right is said. Because the truth might identify and cause them to hurt even more than what they already hurting, knowing what's in their household. But what happened? People who paint it so beautiful and so together and so straight, guess what? You're trying to make this a lie, which it is, a lot of it in here. But through the ruach, you're trying to make a lie. Because you would say, when this stand for everybody outside of me, I, a prophetess, a servant of the Most High Yah, salute this to the T. It is true. It is 100% True. Mm-hmm. It's just that potent. It's deeper than what is prophesied. Mm-hmm. So I sit back and I say, well, okay, Father, what about the people who are living like it's not happening or it's nothing in the midst of their four walls? He said, because they're darkness itself. So if you are darkness yourself, your whole house is dark, guess what? You can't feel the prophecies of death coming from your household as he has prophesied, gave warning. And then it made it to the point where Mark, Luke, John, and Matthews were able to give us a warning out of their own words. Heads up, y'all, in that day, this is what's going to be going on in your four corners of your house where you reside, where you get raised children, where you got now adult children. You got grandbabies, you got all this, but guess what's inside of there? Something that the world nor no one wants to believe. Darkness. In a way that's off the chain. To the point of all death is coming out of your household. Murdering, killing, hate, evil is coming out of your household. Am I grateful that he is in me? That's what I can say. That's what I can say I'm grateful for. That I'm able to get an opportunity to warn somebody out there the reality of what's in your house that you in full denial. Okay? Okay, Luke chapter 14 and verse 26, it says, if any man come to me and hate not his father and mother and wife and children and brethren and sister, yea, and his own life also, he cannot be my disciple. You know what that's saying? That's telling you right there, stop lying. He's telling you, if you don't see these things in your household as hating the things that's going on with your mother, your father, your sister, your brother. 1 minute. Oh, you okay?
Hello?
Yeah.
I'm out here with Raymond, and the car stopped on the complex. You know where you come through, where you coming from Walgreens?
Shalom. Yes, you ain't got no business out there. Go home. You ain't got no